Welcome to Ellis Mowers and More. On today's repair, this should be an easy one, but I do realize that a lot of my viewers don't work on lawn equipment, and it's good to know the basics. Maybe if you want to do this yourself, change out a belt, something simple like this. We're going to change out we're going to install, because the other one has been uninstalled for us, a deck belt on a T2400 Craftsman with a 46-inch mower deck. And we'll go ahead and get started with that next. So obviously busy season. It has been pretty brutal, the heat this week. We had multiple days where the heat index was 105 to 110. And I'm definitely feeling it. There was nothing really aside from the John Deere that y'all saw earlier this week that was video worthy, or that I really felt like making a video for or had time to. I just wanted to get this in very simple for y'all this week. A few simple repairs coming. If I have time, I'll be doing more. Got a couple of rebuild mowers that I'd love to get done here before long. This is the T2400 Craftsman Turn Tight. This mower's like 3 years old, I think. We'll look at the model number here. Right on 3 years old. So 2022, there's your model number right there. And of course they are started using these small batteries, which is always fun, because they're not cheap. They're motorcycle batteries, or motorcycle size batteries essentially. So when we got to replace that, that'll be a little bit of extra cost. I just serviced this for him at the beginning of the year. Reason why it came in was I think the belt jumped off or something like that, and he had bought a couple belts, and they were Craftsman, AYP Craftsman. This is an MTD Craftsman. So things that you can do to make sure that you get the right belt. You see this model number under the seat? Use that right there to get what you need. Or, if you're lucky, under the hood, you're going to have a bunch of different numbers and service part numbers right there. So that'll give you your blades, your drive belt, your deck belt. The deck belt is going to be that 954-05022A, which is what I've got. I will link that in the description below if you want to get the part right there to an Amazon link. And we'll lower the deck to start. Do a visual inspection. I need to do a visual inspection because the guy said that he was cutting grass and it just broke on him. We'll make sure that all the pulleys and stuff are free spinning. They seem to be nice and quiet. This one's spinning pretty good. And I'm sure that one's fine. This mower's, like I said, it's only 3 years old. I just sharpened the blades on it recently. Looks like the grass is, looks like he was cutting pretty thick grass here. So I kind of was in a pinch, not in a pinch, but when I worked on this originally, that belt, because I needed to get it out. The belt that was in it had a little small slice in it. I put it back on, and I'm wondering if it, there was no other damage, but I'm wondering if it quit because of that. But the belt that I got, and please pardon the mess, because it's just been a busy week, is this one right here. So the more I use them, the more I like them. The UDC Parts belts off of Amazon. They are not too much less than OEM, but you get the benefits of Amazon shipping and all of that. And you also know that there's shelf life. A lot of this OEM stuff that you get offline, especially off of eBay, you never know if they've been sitting on the shelf for like 5 years too. So I've had good luck with these belts. They seem to work pretty well. Y'all let me know what you think about them in the comments. But in order to get this belt off, there are a few things that you need to take off, and I'll show them to you here. So these are the guards that go around the side. If you don't have these guards, you need to, because they also act as belt guides so that the belt does not come off when you disengage the blades. 8 millimeters all around for this. The same thing on the other side. You can replace this with the mower being, with the deck being on the mower, so we're not going to remove the deck belt. We've got 8 millimeters here, and as the other side is probably an 8 millimeter. Some of these vary, but this is very typical for MTD machines to have this little guide here, so we can just push this in and probably move it out like so, and that should give us enough room to get this belt on. Again, 8 millimeters all around on this side as well. I'm going to take these deck guides off, and then we're going to thread this belt through all of these pulleys. I'll show you the routing and then a couple of tips before we finish everything up here. Alright, so I'm going to sit you right here, show you how to do this. Hopefully the camera and everything stays up. So I pushed that front bracket in, moved it back a little bit. I've removed these bolts for the guides for the pulley as well, brackets. So general rule of thumb is that most of the time it goes from the crankshaft pulley to the inner pulleys and then over to the deck spindle pulleys. That's the same with this. So we'll start with the pulley here on the front. We'll get that one in. And since this is a manual and not an electric PTO, there won't be any tension that we have to worry about with the deck belt. Now, one of the things that you can do instead of having to take these middle pulleys off a lot of times is that you can just roll the belt around the pulley there and it gets inside the guide. Make sure you get inside the guide, not outside of the guide. Otherwise, you'll be repeating this process and you'll be out $20-some for another belt. So let's go around to the other side. I think you can see it. So we'll come to the other side here and do the same thing with the pulley and the belt. So let's do this. You just roll it around so everything's good. Like I said, it's super easy to do on this. Not hard at all. Make sure everything's back on like it's supposed to. I'm going to give you all a closer look here of how you go. So there's your crankshaft pulley. You go inside to the middle pulleys right here. And so it goes to the inside of that. Make sure you're inside the guides, and then you come back out to your spindle pulleys, and then it goes around to the other one over there. Like I said, we're going to make sure that everything is going to engage nice and tight before we put everything back on. So let's make sure of that. I'm going to raise it up to about 2.5 because that's where he said that when the belt broke. So if we push that in, let's give everything a look, make sure all the clearances and stuff are good on it. And it looks like everything is good, nice and tight, that it's not hitting anything. It's around this piece in the back here, so no rubbing. You can even turn it a little bit if you wanted to make sure that everything is good. Everything does look good. One of the tips that I have for y'all on these mowers is, especially these MTD mowers, is if you're continuously throwing belts off of it or having belt tension issues, as a lot of times these brakes get worn out. And what happens is, I'll show you, when you release the tension spring comes back and will cause this pulley to come back too far. Too much tension is let off of the belt, and it'll try and come off of one of these pulleys whenever you disengage the blades. Even if you do have the guides on, sometimes it'll cause that issue. A quick fix for that, and if you have any fixes that are better than the ones that I have, let me know, is to remove this spring right here. So this is the spring that will allow the tensioner to come back and release the tension of it and the blade brakes to engage, but the blade brakes get worn right here and they'll go too far back. So if you release that, yes, it does take the blades longer to stop running, a few seconds longer, but you shouldn't have any more issues with the belt trying to fly off. Those are just some of the tips that I have for mowers like this. Again, the MTD made ones, so Cub Cadets, especially with the manual blade engage, Yard Machines, Troy Built, Boland's, Husky, and other brands. So that's the tip that I have there. And the other thing is, if we get everything back on, again, just make sure that these guides are in good shape, that none of the tabs are broken. You can weld tabs back on, or most of these things are just cheap enough. You can get a set for like under 20 bucks and just put the new set on. So we'll put that back on, screw everything back on. Don't forget to come back over here and put this guide back on here for your front. It is going to take a little bit, take me 2 hands to do that, so I'll put you up here. You're going to put it in this hole, like that, and then we'll put this guide back on. And we'll bolt everything down here for that as well. And we'll be in great shape. So I'll show you the proof of concept here that everything runs and everything after this. Visual inspection didn't show me any red flags or anything when it comes to this either. So we should be good to go, and he should be good to go again. Alright, so we're all back together now, and guards on, front guard on. I'm going to just go through and make sure everything cuts like it's supposed to, at anywhere from like 2 inches all the way to the top, because I know he's not cutting dirt. So yeah. So we'll give a brief visual inspection here. Just trying to keep an eye on the weather because there's storms in the area. As we can see, just a quick little test here. Looks like the belt is not wearing itself. Excessive wear just from the few seconds of use, which is good, or a couple minutes there. So that looks good. Everything engaged and disengaged. I did it multiple times just to make sure it didn't fall off. And so I think we're good. I fully serviced this mower for him like 2 months ago whenever I had to fix the deck issue with it originally. So this mower is ready to go, just with a new belt. I don't see any issues with it. I think the only issue that was with it was he was trying to cut too thick of grass, I think. And maybe just the stress of the belt where it had maybe that little cut on it originally when it came in, may have had something to contribute to that. But it's all back together now. Again, I'll tell him keep an eye out on everything, and just take it slow and thick grass, and he should be good to go. I know it's an easy repair. I've had a lot of stuff going on here recently with repairs and just trying to keep up in between being away from home and whatnot. And so just trying to keep them 2 videos a week coming for you guys. Y'all have been very awesome and very supportive of the channel. and I want to keep that content coming for you. We'll get into more rebuilds and stuff here in the coming weeks, as I hopefully can clear out some items to do. We've got an engine swap on a D110 coming. We've got some steering bushings and whatnot I got to do on another rider coming, and an L100 to rebuild, a Troy-built Bronco that's behind me here to rebuild, and a couple other things. So a lot of exciting things coming. I do appreciate y'all watching this video, and hopefully y'all found it helpful. If you're looking to just replace pretty much any MTD 42, 46-inch manual deck engaged riding mower, lawn tractor, belt, deck belt, this is basically the practice. Pretty easy to do overall, and just make sure you have the right belt. Get a good quality belt, either OEM, a good aftermarket like Sten's, Rotary, or Organ, or like I said, I've had good luck with the UDC parts ones off of Amazon as well, and I'd recommend them too. Also, thank y'all again very much. Hopefully y'all enjoyed it. I'll catch y'all on the next video.